What happens when a corporate CFO turns theatre crusader by night? Ganesh, Tamil theatre's own Batman, proves minority language plays can thrive. At his side, Chilli Padi stage manager Charlinda Pereira runs the show with fearless precision. No capes, just courage and a little masala. I'm Chris Choo, and this is Hotplate SG60. Ganesh, Shalinda, welcome to Hotplate SG60. Shalinda, I've known you for such a long time. You're amazing stage manager. Whenever we had our little productions in our house, you'd be the one laying all the cables, setting up the sound. I'll start off with you a bit later because I know so much about you and want to tekan you later.
Okay.
Not now. Ganesh, I'm very curious about you because you're the CFO of a major transportation company, and yet you're the founder of a theatre, a minority language theatre, a Tamil language theatre. What was the impetus behind this? Did you wake up one morning and say, hey, I want to start a theatre company?
It's like a Batman, you know, Bruce Wayne in the morning and then at night becoming Batman.
Okay.
So one day suddenly enlightened. No, Now, I've been doing theatre for many years with another organisation, Ravindran Drama Group. It's like a mothership for all Tamil language theatre companies.
Okay.
And then, theatre is, everybody says it's whether sustainable or not, you know. And then slowly, one by one, start drifting away and closing down and stuff.
Okay.
That's when we thought, hey, wait, I'm a CFO. I studied accounting and I'm running a business out there.
Yeah.
Let's bring that knowledge in and make this into a sustainable business.
Yeah.
And then why not, right? That's how Agam started. So we said, let's bring that knowledge in, make Tamil theatre into a viable business where people can come and work and a profitable career.
That's really interesting because, you know, even mainstream theatre companies have a hard time, keeping, out of the red, right? I mean, how do you do it? I mean, I think that people who come and watch your theatre must be Tamil speaking, right? Which is a minority, or are they also English speaking?
The Indian crowd is this much, right?
Yeah.
We need to attract the non-Indian crowd to watch an Indian play. So the first thing we did is all our plays actually have subtitles, live. Subtitles.
Okay.
So when the actors are acting,
that makes sense. How do you do it on stage, Charlinda? How do you put up the subtitles?
For like our upcoming show, we have like TVs at the side, and then when we did our previous shows as well, we use projection on the side as well.
Okay, so you use technology to your advantage.
Yeah.
so every time an actor is talking, his dialogue will be in English on the side.
Did you start out in Tamil theatre or did you start out in English theatre, more mainstream theatre?
No, I started out in Tamil theatre. The resources are always tight for productions, right?
Yes.
So the actor will become the set designer, the set designer will become the contractor. We do everything. While acting, I did a play called Taj Mahal in 2008, I think. I think that's one of the biggest Tamil play ever staged. We didn't have money. So I'm the protagonist of a play that's like $500,000 budget. And I was building my own sets. So just imagine, right? That's how everybody gets their
you
hands.
need $500,000 to do
That was like the biggest play then. Then that's 2008. That means now imagine it's about there.
$500,000 to do a play, a minority language play. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it took so much money to stage a play.
Yeah, it does.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, more than the language, I think the product is still the same. Whatever language.
No, I agree. I mean, I totally agree. I'm thinking as an accountant, like, can you break even? I mean, because I would think that your Tamil viewing crowd then would be limited, right? I mean, if it's a mainstream English play, even then $500,000 to break even is like, how many tickets have you got to sell, man?
You can't. Tickets are not enough.
So I would think a lot of the money is made up through sponsorship.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's the challenge. And when we started Agam, you had to bring in the CFO knowledge in, right? We made it into a IPC, a charity. So a donor gets a tax rebate.
Okay.
So I go and tell them, donate.
Okay.
You get a tax rebate. And then in a way, it's a win-win for all of us.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah.
So that's how Agam started, like making it into a proper governance to make money. And
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Now, how did you come up with the title Agam? Because I did a bit of chat GPTing. Agam, Tamil word, which means emotions or heart or inner sanctum or connection. Was that what you meant to convey with the name?
Yeah,
Agam?
it's actually a wordplay. So theatre in Tamil is called Nadagam. Nadagam means, if you split the word Nadagam, I'm teaching Tamil. Nadu plus Agam.
Nada is
Nada means-
heartbeat.
Nadu means go towards.
Go towards. Okay.
Or country.
Okay.
Agam is within. So theatre has two meanings. One is go within, or it's the within of a country.
Okay.
So then we realized Agam is your soul. So that's how we started Agam.
Ah, that's a beautiful name. Okay, I'm going to switch to Shalinda for a while. Shalinda, you're just amazing, right? You are continuing your passion in stage management, but you're also now an educator. Can you tell me how you balance these two worlds?
I think I'm still quite new as an educator. I think I've only started like 4 months.
Okay.
But so far what I've seen is that there's a lot of potential in the industry in sense of where people are introduced into the industry. So I guess when I decided to take that step to become an educator, it was more of like I was struggling to find people to put on shows, like especially Tamil speaking SMs.
What are you teaching?
I'm teaching technical theatre. So there's a course in ITE that is called Higher NITEC in Technical Theatre and Production.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
stop you there.
Okay.
Stage management, technical theatre.
Yeah.
Okay, break it down for me. Tell me what you actually do, because I've heard the word stage manager a lot, and I don't know what a stage manager does. I know it's important work.
Okay, so stage manager is essentially a coordinator. They bring in all the different elements, whether or not it's artistic or technical, and put it into cues and coordinate the execution of the cues. So essentially, when you want a light cue to come in, when you want a sound cue to come in, or any design element to come into stage, that's when you are the one controlling the boat. So you're like.
So
the
how do you
captain
do
ship.
that? Are you on a walkie-talkie? Are you? What do you do? Is it all?
It depends on where you do your production scene. So in a traditional sense,
Yeah.
when you're in a theatre,
Yeah.
you usually on an intercom. So an intercom is a two-way communication device. So you're communicating with people who operate the sound and the lights. You're also communicating with the people you have on stage so that you can cue them or more of give them a signal.
So in short,
Yeah.
to make it simple, you're the big boss, in the play.
I'm the big coordinator. The boss is the director. And the
I think the
producer.
director got to listen to you, right? I mean, my goodness, you can tell the director, no, this is the cue, right?
Actually true. I mean, I can add on. I think historically a lot of people didn't know what SM does, right?
Yeah.
But the truth is true. Like as a director, the director directs the play.
Yeah.
And the minute we go onto stage, they run the show. The director has to listen
Impressive.
to the SM.
Now I know where she's a real chili padi.
Yeah, I know.
Don't step on her toes, because she will bite back. Yeah, I get it. I know why you're so good in this role. Okay, that's so cool. Coming back to Agam, I was just intrigued that you did Animal Farm. Why Animal Farm? I mean, it's like, wow. It's so Western, it's so colonial, it's like, if you studied in England, I can understand, yeah, cool, I know George Orwell, I know Animal Farm, but why? And was there a lot lost in the translation? I mean, when you're translating from, how would you say translate into Tamil? All animals are equal, but some animals are born more equal. I mean, would that have been lost in the translation?
Yeah, I would say we use this term called transcreation.
Yeah.
So where we don't translate the text, we transcreate it to suit our relevant context. So it's actually written by P. Krishnan. It's a cultural medallion, and then we modified his script to suit our current day context.
So he had already written this transcreated script.
30, 40 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's, what's it called in Tamil?
Vilenguppannai, animal farm.
Okay, also animal farm.
Yeah.
The scenes are exactly the same, but
Text.
the text is more nuanced.
And what we did in the stage adaptation, we nuanced it to today's context. So there'll be a lot of relevance of Singapore, how some things are happening right now, loosely touching on some topics.
It's really amazing. First time I'm hearing the word transcreation.
But what was exciting for Animal Farm this time around was like Charlinda was my SM.
Yeah.
We did prosthetics.
Okay.
So what we did on stage, right? We worked with a designer, a makeup artist from Canada. He did the prosthetic for Shrek.
Wow.
So we worked with him we got all the prosthetics.
Okay.
Of course, we couldn't afford to fly him down. We worked with the local makeup artist, made him learn the prosthetics, and we did that. So all the animals looked like animals.
Okay. Wow. I give me an instance of how you took this 40-year-old transcreated script and made it even more relevant to Singapore today.
From all our plays, we are very clear that it has to be suited for today's context. So the opening scene of Animal Farm itself is the election, right?
Yeah.
So election is always a hot topic in any country.
I see. I get
So
it.
then there'll be certain texts about election, walkovers, and all these kind of words will come into the play.
All right. I get it. Okay. Shalinda, tell us, how long have you started to teach?
I've taken on one module,
Okay.
and it's nothing to do with technical theatre or even like stage management. It's actually called design process and fundamentals.
You know, everything you do, I pretend to not like I know what
But you
you're
don't know,
talking about. I
right?
actually don't know what you're
let
talking
me
about.
explain.
Yeah.
So design process, the whole topic, right, is to kind of introduce to the students how do you get from a design concept and then build it up to an actual product or deliverable.
Is this for stage?
No, it's something that you use in general when you're a designer, or whether or not you're working with designers and all this kind of stuff. Because like when we do projects, like for example, when Agam comes to me and say, hey, I want to do a project in November, they usually come to me like maybe like the year before in December. And then they will say, okay, then I'll start having a conversation. What do you want on stage, right? And where do you want to go? Who do you want? What other elements do you want? Lights? Do you want sound? Do you want multimedia? How many actors do you want? That
I
kind of thing.
understand. So
Yeah.
you got the big idea guy,
Yes,
Mr. Ganesh, and you're the person who makes it happen.
correct. So you kind of have to plan the timeline. So teaching that to the students, they have no concept of time. So they're like, why must I plan this one first, then later go to the next? Then you have to explain to them, like, because when you are delivering an art form, there is different stages of creating the artwork. So what is your role when you go from one stage to the next stage, and how do you facilitate and coordinate the creative aspect and the technical aspects together to get that last product at the end?
I'll add on. You're saying that the big concept guy going to her and say, making it happen. There's one more line to that. Big concept guy going to her and say, make it happen with this much of money.
Yes.
You know, that is an amazing skill, and that also takes a lot of heart because it's really tough. My style is, I'll just fire from the hip. I'll just go. I can't plan. I don't plan at all. My instinct is always, okay, I want to do a podcast. Let's do it. Just pick up a mic, put the camera there, I'll do it. But I don't realize that, oh my God, there's so much planning to do. Cameras, this direction, that direction, lights like this. It's like, just put a camera in front of me and I'll talk, right? Do you find the language barrier, unless maybe you speak Tamil, I don't know.
Don't speak Tamil.
Who knows, man? I never asked you that question before, but I'm going to assume that.
No, when she started in Agam, she didn't know. Now she can speak Tamil.
Telling him nice.
But was it a problem, or?
I think I never approached a theatre play because of a language.
Yeah.
Because if I did that, I got so little jobs. But
Agree.
yeah. So I didn't. But the only thing that I told him is that I don't understand the language. So any conversations that is, let's say, stage directions or anything that's said in rehearsal that everyone should know, it should be in English. Yes, and then also like because I can't read the script, right? So essentially I'm looking at the movements on stage like as though it's a dance.
Wow.
So it's very clear when I
Wow.
speak to Ganesh like, hey, your actor is not doing this movement. I cannot go this cue. So can you please tell your actor to do it
Okay.
and constantly remind the actors to be consistent with their movements because I cannot understand their
Wow.
speech. So it's like as though if you turn off all the sound, I still be able to call that show because I'm just looking at the movements.
It's pretty amazing, man.
No, I think
That's
to add
good,
on, it brings a lot of discipline to theatre making.
Yeah.
Because in the past, right, as an actor, I can act, and on stage I can do something new and
Yeah, yeah,
variety,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
the audience
yeah.
clap,
It's
I do even
improv
more
lah,
improv,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
We want to move away from that. So what we do is like we do the same thing again and again and again until that to an extent where show day, right, you'll do exactly the same thing as what was directed. And that kind of gives a lot of freedom to direct the play at the same time call the show. Bringing a stage manager into a Tamil theatre scene is relatively new, as to be fair, because in the past, the director ends up the stage manager,
Yeah.
Charlie is like a Chilli Padi. So the prima donnas will get upset, right? Then I have to I have to put up a budget for coffee sessions,
No, he starts every production, like when we start a production, we have everyone in the room. And then that's the day usually we sign contracts, we read the script, we introduce everybody
Yeah.
together. And I always remember this, he will introduce me and say, okay, she look like she very small and very quiet, but you all be careful because like how you say, anything that happens on stage, she's the woman, okay? So like how you say, so if you guys are late, you guys don't do your cues, she will tell me and then it becomes a conversation. Yeah.
the threat.
Chilli Padi, that's why I call her Chilli Padi.
It's always good to have a Chilli Padi next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing, you're archiving 100 years of Tamil theatre. Is it in Singapore? Is there 100 years of Tamil theatre in Singapore?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me? I mean, I'm just shocked that there's 100 years of. I mean, it's just older than Singapore, man. It's
Yeah.
double the. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually 2017, National Library worked with Tamil Digital Heritage Group, this collective, and they decided to archive art forms.
Yeah.
And then the first art form they picked was theatre. And then they asked me whether I can coordinate the whole project and do it up. We collected more than 3,000 materials. And each material, like we're talking about articles, scripts, posters, and we found out the first play was staged in 1932.
Yeah.
So the first proven article was actually an accounts, right?
Yeah.
And these accounts is basically that there was a play that was staged. They raised funds to build a building.
So this is the very first Tamil play that you found with records.
With records.
Yeah.
And very first Tamil local play that we found with records. Because before that, I think there were some posters that was released in India where Indian companies were touring to Singapore. But this was the very first Singaporean Tamil play that was staged to build a building. And what they did was, after raising the funds, after doing the play, they published the accounts of the play in the Tamil newspaper. And that clearly showed that transparency. They want to tell the people, look, this is what we raised from you.
Yep.
This is the profit. We are giving it to the building.
Amazing.
Yeah, in 1932.
Amazing. Wow.
And the guy who did the play is the first cultural medallion for Tamil theatre.
Wow.
Now Palani Velu.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Why are you doing this? I mean, Singapore is famous for being multicultural. Is there a reason that you are driving to establish a Tamil identity in Singapore to support it? Is it very important to you by doing this to solidify, like saying that Tamils in Singapore are here? This is our story. Is that important to you?
Definitely. I think the reason, if we don't do it, who will, right? Like, I mean, yes, we are a multicultural society, Tamil, Malay, Chinese, English. So without us, Singapore don't exist. And art form played a very important factor to create this multicultural identity. Early days, right, there would be street theatre, opera. I can go and watch a Chinese opera, right?
Yeah.
Now, how many Chinese operas happening on stage, on the streets?
Yeah.
I have to buy a ticket and go and watch. Similarly, Tamil theatre or Malay theatre or a Chinese theatre, I think this reflects our unity and our brotherhood.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And why am I doing this? I think it's a drug. It's like a drug. I mean, first thing, it's self-interest lah. You know, it's I feel high when I do this.
Of course.
Secondly, by me doing this right, I always say this, we're not doing something new. It's like a river, right?
Yeah.
The river will go through whatever landscape. But let's continue the river, but we do it right. So that the river can flow further.
Sure.
Right? So what we're trying to do, we're doing theatre productions, but doing it right. What
Yes.
do I mean by doing right? Making sure there's paid staff, making sure there's contracts,
Yes.
making sure everything is done right, sustainability is
Yes.
managed, and then the company can survive, and then we ensure the longevity of Singapore
Yes.
Tamil language theatre. That doesn't mean I'm just protecting the language. There are many people who do that. Teachers are there to do that. Academics are there to do that. I'm here to protect the language theatre, where non-Indians can also be part of the theatre process to grow the theatre scene.
Do you think that the Singapore Tamil identity is unique and different from, say, the Tamils in India?
Definite.
Yeah.
It's like,
So would you reflect that in the place? Is that reflected?
I think in the art form itself, Singapore Tamil art form
Yeah.
is very unique. It's like a rojak, you know, like our food is very unique. Like a chicken rice in Singapore is very different from a chicken rice from China, right? Similarly, our productions, our artwork is very unique compared to any part of the world. And I can safely say this, you know, not just Tamil theatre, minority theatre in Singapore, Tamil Malay, or even Chinese theatre in Singapore, is much more aggressive and vibrant compared to what's happening in India. Like I have a Tamil theatre production here every month. Like
Yeah,
not just
yeah,
Agam, I'm just saying in the scene itself.
Yeah.
Whereas in India, no, it's not like that.
Shalinda, why do you think theatre is important in Singapore?
I think theatre is a space for people to discuss topics that mean something to them. Like, I think a lot of times when we approach theatre, we always look at it as, oh, I want something funny, so I go to a comedy. I want something that is romantic, I go to something that is like with a storyline with romance and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's what connects to people. And when the audience leave the space, what are they talking about? Are they only talking about, oh, let's go and have dinner? Or let's go and have dinner and talk about what we just saw and how that reflects our life?
So it's a community thing.
Yes.
It connects people. Yeah. Okay, I get it. I get it. But do you see more young people, old people, whatever, attending traditional theatre with actors on the stage? I mean, I'm asking this question is because we are Netflix culture, right? I mean, click, 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 click. 5 minutes into a show, I get bored, I switch. I mean, unless it's a very good play, you ask me to sit down 2 hours. I can't. That's why in most of the plays I sit right at the side. Just in case, right? I never pick the middle seat because, oh my God, if it's
Boring.
I can't jabut, right?
But you're not wrong, you see. Like the audience in the past and the audience today, especially the younger generation of people going out to watch shows, right? The attention span is very different. What they enjoy watching and what intrigues them during a show is also very different. So I think with technology as well, like what is the wow factor of the show? And I always say, right, out of all the productions I do in a year, right, Agam shows always have the most masala on stage. You know, masala, because this is what you told me, right? He always say, oh, I always ask him, this looks a bit like caricature, or this part looks a bit like big. It's like very big on stage. Then he was like, yeah, but my audience need that kind of masala, you know. If not, they cannot stay in their seats. So I was like, oh, then it's about who is your audience? What keeps them in the seats to get to the end point where the story is told. Like how you say, what you actually want to achieve for the actors to take not the actors, the audience to take away from the show. But to get there, you build.
I absolutely agree. I understand what the masala means. All right. But I go to watch a play because my first thing, I want to be entertained. That's the most important thing. And you know what? It is Indian cinema, Indian productions that have got this right. And actually the Americans are following it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know Bollywood productions, right? Sometimes you look at the poster, right? or whatever it's sad story, very interesting, But you watch initially thought, wow, this is going to be really sad, man. Suddenly everybody starts dancing, and there's always a dance scene, not one dance scene, so 2 or 3 dance scenes, right? And then a bit of comedy. So you can expect all of that when you watch a Indian production, because I mean, I couldn't sit through 3 hours of just
Can you imagine? Animal Farm is a lot of talking, right? There was singing and dancing lah.
I had musical. I believe.
No.
British.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
Musical can happen. Why not? In
Yeah.
Tamil productions?
That's brilliant. That's really brilliant.
So I believe that when you said you like to sit in the last row, right?
Yeah.
So as a producer, right, you start to think. Okay, I always believe this. I always tell Charlene, if the audience sit like that, it's good. The minute they go like that, no, it's not good. So you must always make them sit like that.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely right. So it's interesting you incorporate a lot of new technologies like AR, like augmented reality. I know what it is on a phone. I look at my phone through the screen. I can see something. What do you do?
So what we did was Duryodhana. Duryodhana is actually the villain of Mahabharata.
Okay,
the epic,
got it.
right?
Yep.
So he's the villain of Mahabharata.
Yeah.
So what we did, I actually had a script. A playwright wrote a 2-hour script where we started to work with a veteran actor.
Okay.
So we concised the 2-hour script into a 6-minute script. We made him act. We worked with a Ukrainian company for the AR and VR function, where he performed Duryodhana, a monologue, a 7-minute monologue. I click on the AR app.
He sees
in our house, right? A door will appear. So the audience have to walk with the phone, like Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah, got it.
Go
Pokemon,
open,
yes.
Open the door, and then there'll be a palace. And then each item in the palace will talk to him. And then once we click on that last weapon, the mace, it will all collapse and the bomb blast will happen, and then Duryodhana will appear. And Duryodhana is actually in your house. And you can actually go around. Yeah. It's an experiment.
That's
brilliant. It's expensive.
I mean, that's really exciting.
As a director, I dream big. I go to her and say, she say, let's do it.
You
and then I will be like,
you are the perfect being for this, right? You are the perfect being. Right?
Self-governance.
Yeah. Amazing.
But a play that we did called The Play That Goes Wrong. Yeah. It's a British play. Won a lot of awards. It's a comedy. That everything goes wrong. Yeah. We did that in Tamil, in Singapore. That was, it wasn't IT-based technology, but there's a lot of technical aspects in the play.
Yeah, I think it was the first time that I've seen so much. Okay, first time for me, in sense of managing a show with so many technical elements, including the set being so dramatic. Dramatic in sense that it had its own cues, it had its own safety features. I remember, like when you do events or when you do a theatre play, you have to do this thing called risk assessment. My usual risk assessment is usually 2 pages long. This show, I had 4 pages long of risk assessment because I had fire on stage, I had falling sets, I had people standing while everything is falling, the lights are coming down, everything. It's like...
So that play was exciting because we had to explore a lot of aspects of theatre where things go wrong, but it's all planned. So set falling, it's actually planned. So it's all cues that she has to give.
It's like counterweight systems and all this kind of stuff. And you have to make sure that it goes at that time where the actor steps at that position, because if he's in any other position, he will flew off the platform.
Wow. So that's like extreme sport theatre, man.
Yeah, but I must brag a bit. That was the first play. You asked me why I'm doing theatre. In 100 years of Tamil theatre, there's this thing called the ST Live Theatre Awards. Yeah. So Straits Times actually give theatre awards, like Oscar for theatre in Singapore. And Tamil language theatre has never been even nominated for don't know how many, since they started.
Yeah.
That play, for the first time ever, we were nominated in 3 categories and we won one.
Wow.
The celebration was not just within Agam. Yeah. The entire Indian theatre community celebrated. So it was it's a big thing.
It's so big that, I was out for lunch at KFC or something. And then suddenly I get a phone call. I was like, oh, Ganesh called me means got something big or something, or maybe new show or whatever.
Something either very good or something very bad.
Yeah, maybe he want to call me and say Agam closed down. but then I was like, hello? Then after that, at first I cannot understand what he's saying because he blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, okay, wait, Ganesh, wait, I put down my food first. What is it? oh, I need to tell you. Nobody knows because it wasn't even released yet.
It's embargoed yet.
Yeah, it was like, I need to tell you, we've been nominated for three nominations for. Then I was like, nominated for what? Then I was like, ST Live. I was like, oh, okay, that's great. I'm so happy. Then I was like, okay, you gonna tell everybody else? Then he's like, yeah. Okay, bye bye. Then I was like, okay.
You know, it's amazing conversation. I just like to sum up. It's like both of you are so amazing, right? I mean, to be able to wear two hats. You as a very serious job, CFO. You most people like are super stressed out or just CFO work, you know. And most CFOs are not creative that I know of.
They are.
Deep inside. But that's just amazing. I mean, you can let both sides of your personality flourish. Yourself as well. When I first met you, you were just very young. Very young. But already I could see a lot of chili padiness in you. It's like incredible. Fierce. And it's just amazing that you are an educator, passing on your knowledge, and you are also pursuing your passion. And this proves that Singapore has just come so far and has allowed people to pursue multiple passions at the same time. And you guys are great examples of this. Now, I want to go through some of the photos that you guys sent across. Wow.
That's you?
I know, right?
Oh, good looking, huh?
Thanks.
Still good looking,
Okay,
in a different way, in a different way, more mature way. But this one was like, wow. What were you in this play?
There's a play called Because We Are Husband and Wife. It's a play between a husband and wife, basically.
Okay.
It's a very experimental play where we're touching on traditional concepts. Where, as an Indian man, we have certain things to follow, right?
Yeah.
As an Indian woman, they also have to follow certain traditional concepts or orthodox way of living. So this play was exploring that, where there'll be a lot of color cubes. And then me and my wife are married. And the whole play will be actually inside that cocoon. We're binded by the cocoon. And then I'll be telling her, we have to build a structure called family with this color. F has to be red and A has to be green, blah, blah, blah. The wife will start questioning why. Why do we start with A? This is Ray Soma. So this is the play that I said we celebrated the local theatre's veteran. So when we started Agam, we decided we want to say our stories.
Okay.
And people write biography. We do biography about our theatre actor. People write biography. People write books. People talk about their life. There's documentaries in Netflix. Why not celebrate a theatre actor in theatre?
Wow, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
But on that note, I want to talk about the pose. So I have this tradition. All my plays, I'll have this pose. I wear two hats.
Yeah.
And theatre is all about holding on tight and letting it loose. So I always hold on tight to my productions. But the last day of the productions, when everything is over and payment all done, story ends, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't hold on to it.
Sure.
So I'll take this photo and I'll say, this is my playground and I'm done. Next playground.
And you're letting it go.
Letting it go.
Wow. Love that. Okay. I hope you guys are hungry. We're going to the kitchen. And I know that at home you're mostly vegetarian. So I'm not going to cook you vegetarian today. Can you guess what I'm going to cook?
Curry?
Definitely not vegetarian. So it's chicken curry.
Okay. It's not chicken, sir.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. It's quite a unique dish. It's a Eurasian Babi Asam.
Oh.
So usually this dish you can only eat at when Eurasian families cook for you. Shalinda, you're Eurasian, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you're Filipino.
My mom is Filipino.
And your dad's Eurasian. Portuguese?
Portuguese.
So I'm sure you've eaten this before, right?
Maybe.
Okay, never mind. When you go back, ask your mom. This is Eurasian Babi Asam.
Okay.
Okay, so in Asian cooking, especially when we cook curries, first we have to tumis or saute the spices. So I heard you are a chef yourself. You cook a lot at home.
Indian, like non-veg I cook.
What do you cook for yourself to eat?
Like chicken curry.
Chicken curry, South Indian style.
South
chicken
Indian
curry.
style.
So you know what's unique about this dish is because it's really a mixture of different cultures. Okay, we're done. We're sauteing this. Now we put in the pork. So Charlinda, what do you cook at home? Are you learning how to cook, or is this one of the skills you are going to pick up? Not going to pick up? What do you think?
I used to cook at home a lot.
Okay, what do you cook at home?
My favorite go-to is fried rice because there's always leftover rice at
Okay,
home.
okay.
Yeah, and it's the easiest to eat. You don't have to think so hard about it. And then my favorite childhood snacks. Every time when I used to stay alone, like I miss my mom's cooking, so I'll make spaghetti, like the Pinoy spaghetti.
Wow, what is Pinoy spaghetti?
It's like the spaghetti that's a bit sweet.
It's a type of spaghetti.
No, as in
As in
the
when
sauce.
okay.
The sauce is
So,
a bit sweet.
that's interesting. Teach me how to make that. What do you do?
So it's the same. You fry your oils. You fry your meats. Like how you make a bolognese.
Okay.
But then my mom's secret ingredient is to put condensed milk inside. Because I think because it's a childhood thing and it's to feed to kids
Very
as well.
interesting.
Yeah, so they
Spaghetti
like
and
the cream and
nice. I can imagine it.
So
Wow.
it's like
Okay.
the orange sauce.
I got a new recipe already. Thanks to Charlinda. Now we put in the asam. Asam is the tamarind. Okay, looking good. So this is, I mean, everybody cooks curry in a different way. But the interesting thing about curries is that I can give you the same ingredients, but if you cook it, use a different technique, it becomes a Malay curry or Indian curry or Chinese curry. It's the way you cook it, the different amounts, just adjusted to the flavor. That's why we are all the same, right? You know what I mean? It's the same. I mean, if I show Chinese this, ginger. I show an Indian person this, ginger, right?
Yeah.
Now we're adding some potatoes. Look at the colors.
Nice.
Food must also look pretty, right? Sir, show us your skills.
Skills of stirring. Okay lah.
Yeah, he cooks.
He's angry to see everything.
No, he cooks.
Okay.
He cooks. I always watch people's stirring skills. I can tell whether they cook or not.
Oh, now I stress already.
Yes. Okay, sir, come. Let me take back. Not bad.
Okay, I pass already.
Yes. Good job.
Water.
Babi Asam is a Eurasian dish of pork stewed in tamarind and chili, a bold, tangy favorite from Portuguese Eurasian homes in Singapore and Malacca.
Let this cook down
Okay.
for about 15 minutes or so. Then we can makan.
Let me serve some rice to you. In there. More?
Yes, please.
Good. Healthy appetite. So what do you guys usually eat after production? Must be really hungry, right?
Really dead tired and just go home and sleep. Then I'll wake up hungry.
So we usually try to cater food on the last day.
On the last day,
On the last day, like a proper
Okay.
buffet set spread.
Okay, give you a potato.
Yes.
Some kuah. Wait. Don't have to eat the chili, ah.
Okay.
Chili Padi can't eat chili, that's funny. So, potato. Okay.
Thank you. A lot of flavors, huh?
Wow.
I think it's the first sauce that you put in. Bean paste and the chili.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the sourness.
I think this particular recipe is purely with pork
Oh, okay.
because it's called Babi Asam.
Right.
Agam!
With Babi Asam.
Best combo! Watch Hotplate SG60!
From technical finesse to masala on stage, Tamil theatre stays rooted. Babi Asam blends cultures. Two forms, one spirit. Both simmer with care and speak of the Singapore we are proud to share. I'm Chris Choo, and this is Hotplate SG60.